Good afternoon. Welcome to Thinking is Contagious. I was out today, didn't have a chance to look at a lot of stuff or read about a lot of stuff, but I was in a waiting room today, waiting patiently, and they had ABC News on, which I would never subject myself to ABC News. They are they're pretty bad. I think that they make MSNBC and CNN look centrist as sometimes, but ABC News is really awful. Subpar reporting, selective reporting, just phonies. We're very phony. But anyway, and that applies for the national as well as the local here in Miami, Channel 10. But anyway, they had Attorney Crum, and I guess it was some kind of milestone date for the murder of George Floyd, or it was based on that the police officer who's been indicted for murder was released on bond and was allowed to travel, something along those lines. Anyway, they had Crum on there saying that all they want is to make sure that a George Floyd situation never happens again, a Breonna Taylor situation never happens again, that that's why they're doing what they're doing. And I agree. I don't want any of those situations to happen again to anyone. I don't want anyone to be killed. I will say this: the biggest factor, like I said, that Harvard study pointed it out, of policing. The biggest factor is when you're doing something, when the police tell you to do something, when the police stop you, even if the police is wrong, you're probably better off listening to them. You're definitely not better off shooting at them. I would avoid shooting at the police or even taking a gun out. I think that that's kind of a bad idea. So when he says he wants to make sure there's no more Breonna Taylors, I think he should brief Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. But anyway, the interview's going on with George Floyd's sister. She's in her automobile, and they're commenting about an ad she put out for Biden. And in her interview on ABC News, she says, and I don't remember the exact words, paraphrasing here, says, that's why you need to vote for Joe Biden. I call the FCC because it didn't smell right to me. It's like these liberal stations, the mainstream media, you know that they don't give airtime to the conservatives at the same rate. I mean, you're never going to get the attorney for the police officer who's been charged in the Breonna Taylor case. You're never going to get him on TV. So they're allowing the left on freely. It's constant bombardment of leftist propaganda. And then they're allowed to say, vote for Joe Biden. This is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, midday. And to me, it doesn't smell right. It's like free advertising. When I called the FCC and spoke to someone there, a very nice person, and they said, oh, yeah. If it's a guest, they can say whatever they want. It's called free speech. And I felt like, responding to that is called free speech. But, it's a messenger. It's choose your battles. But just to let you know that the FCC believes that ABC, MSNBC, all of them can load up the stations with the liberal left and all day long bombard the audience with vote for Joe Biden. It doesn't matter. Joe Biden's not going to win. It doesn't matter because what I've been saying all along, first of all, Biden is completely incompetent, number one. Number two, the extreme dislikability of Kamala Harris. She is just turning people off left and right. It will prove to be the Democrats' biggest mistake. She will be what prevents the Trojan horse from slipping past the gates. And she will not be able to pull the praying mantis act on Joe Biden. I just wanted to keep you updated on that. I'm sure that the breaking news of the Biden and his son, Hunter, the email Hunter received from the head of Burisma thanking him for introducing him to his father, Joe Biden. That's front and center. And on the flip side, saw that the Bill Barr's investigation is not going to result in any charges for against Biden or anyone else. So, I mean, it is what it is. We have to accept the results of the Department of Justice investigation. And this was in relation just to unmasking. They found no credible evidence that anything was done wrong with the unmasking situation. So that's what was found out. That's what we abide by. It's over. That piece is over. On to the next. And hopefully this next investigation, which has been ongoing, unfortunately, we've been told the results will not come until after the election. But nonetheless, it's ongoing. And I'm sure that we will get pieces released like we did today regarding the Ukraine and Burisma and the complicity of the Bidens and the corruptness of the Bidens. Make no mistake about it, you're dealing with corrupt people. And Joe Biden is one of the biggest swamp dwellers, one of the creatures that has dwelled in the swamp for nearly 50 years and has flourished in the swamp. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler, Adam Schiff, not quite as long in the swamp, but still a major swamp dweller. And of course, the young, up-and-coming fry of the old swamp dwellers, the AOCs of the world, the Omars of the world, Klobuchar, those people trying to make their way through their socialist views, but that's where we come in to try to stop them and make sure that it doesn't move forward. Okay, just wanted to touch base with you today, let you know what my thoughts were. Keep pushing. Would love to get you to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Like to get those numbers up. Like to get in front of more people. Like to share the ideas we have here if you agree with them. Doing my best here, working hard, trying to keep your attention and trying to bring information to you that maybe flies somewhat under the radar. Anyway, thank you for your time and have a good day.